Once again, it's Pacheco. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. Still on his feet. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. To the goal line and in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, this is Piron. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now to throw again. That's going to be caught by Gray. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the...
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Samaje Perine. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Mahomes on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And third down coming up.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll take it in at the goal line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over first down at their own 37-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Michael Dana brings him down. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Third down, 3 to go. Here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he will go all the way. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. And he's going to wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline. Instead, it'll be a huge loss.
It's 3rd down. You're trying to extend the play, Mike, as long as you can. Give your receivers
Now, how about this? It's a fake. That is down the field and caught. And it's a phenomenal return, nearly a touchdown. They're set up with 1st and goal. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. A gain of 48. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. And he's in. Cole Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. The aggressive call works. They take the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
at their 48-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for P-Rod. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Here's Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short game. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd down. A run with Pacheco. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Patrick to throw. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receiver.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. Inside the 30. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer? The play backfires for the offense in a big way. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Throwing again, Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory.